Hi, my name is Amber Kivett. I'm with Lifepro today, and I'm sharing with you how to use the Fusion X heated massage gun for a very quick chair massage if you happen to be in an office setting, you happen to have this in your desk, and you want to have somebody work on you or you want to work on somebody else. Very quick, to the point. I'm going to share with my friend Lori here how to release neck and shoulder tension with the use of the Fusion X. So first, we've got the ball tip on. We're going to power it on the back side. We're not using the heated feature, so we're just going to use the top button for all of the treatment. And I'm going to start. We go through 5 different levels. I'm going to start with her on a level 1 because I'm not sure how she's going to adjust to this just yet. So level 1, and I'm going to have her lean over into a stretched out position, making sure that I stay away from her neck and her cranium, just in case we've got some bones that are exposed here. We don't want to aggravate any nerves there. So for her, we're going to make contact. And she has a lot of lean muscle mass, so for her, she's probably going to have a higher level versus somebody who is not showing as much definition in the upper body. They'll probably respond better to a lower level because of sensitive layers between the skin, the fascia, the connective tissue, as well as the muscles and all the way down into the spine and the bones. So how does that feel? Is that enough intensity for you?
Well, it could be harder.
She wants to harder. So we're going to add, I'm going to add 2 notches. So we're on level 4, which is 2,800 RPM. Is that better?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And she likes this. So we're just going very slowly up and down that paraspinal region, making sure that I don't get into the spinal column itself. And as I'm working my way down 1 inch per second, not driving the ball tip into her back, but just letting it float. We want to float. As we get down into here where we have a lot of low back pain, this is where the thoracico-lumbar fascial junction comes together. It's a massive diamond of tissue that often gets very, very tight, causes a lot of our neck and shoulder pain. So it's not caused from up here, but it's actually caused from down here. And we're working our way nice and slow. And my hand is really starting to feel this vibration, so that's a good tip. Make sure you make contact with your palm on the rubber base on the handle versus up high, so that you can have a little bit of insulation in your palm if you're doing this on a regular basis as a practitioner in massage and body work, sports medicine, or pain management. Nice and slow, up and down. And might go ahead and bring the massage gun over here into a V type formation where the lats attach to the side. Bringing it all the way up. And her skin is showing me a little bit of some goosebumps. So this is something that she's really enjoying right now. Most people, if they display goosebumps, that's not necessarily a sign of pain, but of relief and feel good. So just as something as simple as 5 minutes is enough to provide relief from everyday tension from sitting. Now you saw me bump there. So that's really important. It didn't plan on that happening, it just happened. So for her, she has got very prominent bony structures there because she is so lean. And so if you get into a bounce, place your hand there and work around it. If you are on a low level intensity and you bounce, increase your intensity because the pressure is not enough. But again, we don't want to dig into those tissues. We just want to work around. And we're trying to avoid bony prominences. But in the shoulder scapular region, there is a lot of bony prominences here. So having my palm here to protect her is a very easy, safe way to make sure that I don't hurt her anymore from using this technique. We're working into the upper part of the rotator cuff, the supraspinatus, as well as the upper trap as we come up higher. And again, not going towards the deltoids because there's a lot of bony prominences with her arms over her shoulder or over her head. With her arms over her head, we have to worry about inflaming the rotator cuff tendons because they all attach right here. So we want to make sure that if we're working through this joint, that her arms are not overstretched right away until we know that she's capable of handling that. So now we're going to assume that she has a lot of tension through here. So I'm going to skip through the actual shoulder joint and work more into the mass of the muscle. Specifically focusing on the triceps since we have elongation of that tissue. And you can see vibration happening here in the other part of her arm with the biceps coming together. There are 4 different fascial arm slings in the arms alone. And a lot of these arm slings can get really tight and tense from just a lot of our occupational hazards. And so in doing that will actually cause carpal tunnel. So you can release tissues down here in the hand by releasing this connected fascial tissue up top near the joint and the soft tissue that comes together. Working my way down into her forearm, making sure I don't go through this little crease here because there's a lot of nerves that run through there. And if I hold the palm of her hand, I can feel exactly how much energy is being transferred through the massage gun into her palm. I'm rotating her arm, using the hand back and forth, so we're opening up a lot of those little muscles in the forearm. And so from that is how you work most of the upper body on the backside, where most people sustain a lot of aches and pains and burning sensation from having connective tissue and muscle spasms that are just out of control.